to an exclusive interview. ASOT, A State of Trance.
Hey, what's up and welcome to another 10 questions. And this week we have royalty in the studio, the only and the last king of Scotland. Will Atkinson, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing very, very well. Doing fine. Just doing fine.
That's great. Great to hear.
Yeah, thanks.
So this is how it works. We have 10 questions submitted by the fans for this radio show. They are pretty okay this week. So
Oh, really?
You'll be
kind
fine.
of worrying about for the last week. I've been a little bit sort of
No
what's
sleep.
going to come in? Yeah, I've not slept for like 7 days.
I can imagine.
Yeah, do I look it?
You look fantastic. All right, let's get it going.
I paid him to say that.
In Buckfast, actually, 2 bottles.
I approve this message. Not a guarantee.
The first question comes from Alpha J Official. Who is your favorite DJ? Time to pay a return.
He's about 6 foot. 7 foot. No, I think probably my favourite DJ would be the legend that is Fergie, that hails from a little town called Larne, Northern Ireland. Back in his sort of, if you like, golden era, 2001, 2003. So listen to his sets all the time, and he's probably my favourite DJ. So Fergie would be that.
He was really playing that the UK hardstyle stuff, right?
Yeah, and he plays still such a massive influence with the music that I'm making now. And I always listen back to his old sets, the hard house into the sort of hard techno, funky techno, and I always find myself referencing his old sets. So,
is he the reason that you made that donk track that you're playing on the show?
Oh no, that would be that. Do you know that track came to me in a dream? Actually, I dreamt that track.
You dreamt of the donk.
I dreamt of the melody, and then the donk. I just needed a donk.
You just needed a donk.
We all need a donk.
That's a quote right there. This question, oh Lord. Alexa AAR13 wants to know how much toilet paper did you buy during lockdown?
Probably a 4-pack, which I had before lockdown, and I'm quite, I wouldn't say I'm too liberal on the old toilet roll front, so quite modest.
All right. Matty
I'm not an idiot, basically. Jesus.
Matt Zoski wants to know how long have you been working on your new album, The Last King of Scotland?
Oh my goodness, I've been in battle for the last 2 years, probably. Although there's ideas that have come together for the last 10, 15. I mean, I want to say all my life, really, I've been leading up to this moment, without risk of sounding melodramatic,
but there's a little bit of a story because you had all these half tracks or whatever, and then you just didn't manage to finish it. John Askew came in and was like, okay, I'm taking you into the middle of nowhere. You're gonna finish it right now.
Totally.
That's what it is, right?
Hit a brick wall, had like maybe half the album sort of kind of sewn up, but then it just wasn't really, the momentum wasn't there. And then John Askew literally dragged me out of Scotland, kicking and screaming. I literally isolated ourselves, and that's before isolation was in. We isolated ourselves in the Welsh valleys for 10 days, no signal, no Wi-Fi, nothing. We're there to write an album, and we managed, our friend Charlie captured all of it on camera, which is now on YouTube. The documentary's there, another plug. And and it was just that sometimes you just need to take action and get the job done, and that's exactly what we did. And then the rest of it fell into place when we got back.
But what if, because I know how it is, like the inspiration needs to hit you. So what if you would have gone there and you didn't manage to
nothing
deliver?
Happened. Oh my!
Because there's quite some pressure on there when John says, "Okay, I'm taking you here.
Yeah.
You need to finish all of this," and you're like,
"Yeah,
I don't know what to do."
Yeah, but maybe that's the sort of pressure you need to make it work. And then we were surrounded by valleys, and just the whole trip was just. It was inspiring, not just musically, physically we felt great. We were eating healthy, lots of exercise, long treks, workouts, and that sort of rebounded back into the studio. It's good mentality, good mindset, and that physical. It's all linked up.
Is that something that you're gonna do again for the next album?
I don't know if I do that. Maybe I have to find somewhere else. Maybe on a boat somewhere in the middle of the north. No, I hate boats. Can't do boats actually. But yeah, we'll see. But it needed to be done.
Good job by John, feeling that you needed to do that.
Earning is 10%, so...
Glenn McMaster wants to know, who would you most like to collaborate with? vocalist or producer or both?
Who was?
Or maybe Fergie, for example.
Yeah, I mean that would be cool. Maybe a back to back with Fergie, that'd be sweet. But in the studio, oh my goodness, I'm gonna say something and I'm gonna leave here thinking, oh no, why did I say that? Why did I think of someone else? That is a really good one.
I guess your problem is also that you're so diverse. You have the Joseph stuff.
I know. I never really saw. I guess Junkie XL would be pretty cool. I think he's
Who?
Junkie XL.
Oh, okay, Junkie XL. Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
Sorry, your Scottish accent was getting in the way.
Junkie XL.
There you go. Is that something that you would love to do, like movie scores, for
I'd
example?
love to get into that, but I heard it's quite competitive to get in. I've tried some sort of sync stuff, like you know yourself for adverts and TV and stuff, like backing tracks. But I think you need to sort of know the right people to get into that, and it's kind of not really in my field. But that'd be pretty cool at some point.
Nice. Next question, Sir Pigeon. That's a real username. What are your top 5 tracks to play at a festival?
Jesus Christ! I thought you said these
That's
questions weren't too bad. 5 tracks to play at a festival. Probably Chemical Brothers, Star Guitar. Pete Heller, Big Love. God.
Okay, let me rephrase this one. So I think it was last year. I remember being at Colours Fest in Glasgow, and I think last moment you needed to jump on the main stage, right? Which were the 5 tracks or 3, whatever, that came into your mind? Okay, straight away I need to play these on the main stage right here.
Operation Blade, Based in the Place, because it's
There
a
you go.
Glasgow classic. That's a Glasgow. I wouldn't say it's one of my favourite, but that went down like nothing else. It went mental. I played Pat Butcher, which is kind of a sort of Colours Fest sort of unofficial sort of anthem almost, because every time I play it, the whole place just goes upside down. I guess, Kamui, a track Kamui did called Electro Slut, which is just complete filth, and that's what I'm trying to brand the Victim sound on now moving forward, just that really hard bounce. Kamui were great. I don't know what happened to them guys, but German, weren't they? Frank Elric, ASYS. Great label, FE Chrome, actually. He's now involved with FE Chrome, but I'd love them to come back and do some harder stuff.
So you're going to do some harder stuff on Victims Helpline?
Yeah, I'd love that.
Okay, nice. Lewis Renton, what is the best crowd you've ever played in front of?
Mexico. Next.
State of Trance 900? Yeah,
How good was that?
I think, I don't know about that event because it was just something else. There was just electrical over there.
Yeah. It's just something in
And
the
so
blood. It's
loud.
something in the blood. I think it's just that hot-blooded sort of Latin carnival atmosphere.
And I think people were just very much living up to that moment that event's gonna go there.
Yeah,
That
I'll
was
never forget that.
Yeah.
Never forget that show. That was favourite show of my career.
nice.
Easy.
That's good to hear. Ben McConnell Music wants to know, what is your favorite scary movie?
Probably Bambi. It's terrifying.
It's terrifying. That is true.
See when his mom gets shot.
Yeah, that's actually, when you think about it, those kind of movies are not really made for kids either, to be honest. Anyway.
Wait, that's a kids movie.
Well, it is, I guess.
She was.
Yeah, bless them. Elena69 Luca wants to know, what's your favorite sports?
I love football. I miss football a lot.
Not timber tossing?
No. No, I had to give that up. Yeah, I had to let someone else give a chance of that. No, if I wasn't in the music game, I'd be definitely playing football. I think professional. Well, I'd love to play professionally, but I sort of cut it off when I was like 13, 14, and then I thought it's music for me. It's more realistic, so I didn't play, which sometimes I regret. But yeah. Music's always there though.
And then football, what team do you support?
Newcastle United, unfortunately. Rough times. Since the 90s it's been rough times. It's just not the easiest team to support.
It is what it is, my friend.
Well, you're a Liverpool fan, aren't you?
No.
Man U?
Ajax.
I thought you'd have an English team.
No. Ajax.
I thought you were a Liverpool fan.
No.
That's fine.
Absolutely not.
How about that result last night?
Oh yeah, exactly. Lewis Renton wants to know what's your favorite venue you ever played.
Venue, there's a place called the Malvinas Stadium in Buenos Aires, and that was, I think it's a football stadium.
Malvinas Stadium?
Malvinas.
Okay.
Have you not played there?
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, that was unbelievable. In the middle of a football stadium in Argentina. Doesn't really get any more epic than that,
Rowdy.
to say the least.
And they're all dancing with their
Yes.
shoulders. Argentina, shout out.
Yeah.
Dancing shoulder.
Getting the shopping, beans, eggs, bread.
All right, this is already the last question. Said Tari wants to know what was the inspiration behind Numb the Pain?
Well, musically speaking, I kind of based it loosely on Let the Light Shine In by John O'Grant and Darren Tate. In fact, Darren Tate, going back to the last question, who do you like to collaborate on?
With Darren Tate?
Darren Tate, yeah.
Okay.
He was one of my biggest influences growing up, DTA project. So go back to that, probably Darren Tate.
Yeah,
Sorry, John Kexale, but Darren Tate.
that should be possible.
But yeah, musically based on Let the Light Shine In. And then it sort of just grew into its own thing. And I like the sort of feeling of, because trance does numb the pain, doesn't it, really? Like if you're going through some stuff or whatever, for me it does anyway, and it sort of gives you that sort of, takes you out of consciousness a little bit and you forget where you are, and it's like a medicine.
It's like a painkiller, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that's the word I was after. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Last but not least, The Last King of Scotland. It's out next week. There we go.
Yeah. If you're gonna do it, you need to do it. You know what I mean?
There he goes. Can we get a freedom?
Freedom.
Thank you so much for answering. It wasn't too bad, wasn't it? Wasn't too bad.
That was fine. The only thing that threw me off was the collab. That always throws me off.
Darren Tate, that shouldn't be too. I think John should be able to reach out to Darren and just say, hey, listen to me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's make it happen.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for answering these questions. Check out the album Last King of Scotland. Fantastic. Very diverse. And that was it already for this week. See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the Buckfast. Not too much.
No.